Got my lap right off the bat.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody. This is
We
short
got-
notice again. I know.
But this is the Wednesday live we've been talking about. I don't know if we're going to do this every week or not, but it's the Wednesday live.
Yep. So, hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody survived the tornado severe weather in the south yesterday and last night. We got a lot of water. Our ponds are back full this morning. Creeks were out of the banks when I come home from work. So, of course, that hasn't ended a drought that we're still in. It just means the creeks and the ponds got back full. So, of course, I think we got rain coming back Saturday and
Probably.
Sunday night. So, we may get back the water table built back up before spring. We'll see.
Hopefully it won't be too wet come spring.
Yeah, we're supposed to turn back cool a little bit tonight. Going down in the 40s. I think tomorrow night in the 30s for a couple of nights. Then, of course, the rain comes back in with this up and down, up and down, up and down. So, and y'all say hello to sister. She wanted to be a movie star tonight. So
She hopped up as soon as we started it.
Right.
I mean, I
Yeah.
hit live and there she was.
yeah, and she stinks too. She needs a bath. Whew, you stink,
Yeah, I
dog.
meant to get her one today and I didn't.
You smell like a dog today. Whew.
She does. She does.
Now it's all over my hoodie.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, anything? So, what's been going on with you this week, babe?
Work,
Same with me.
work, and more work.
We had a startup at the plant. Lord have mercy. I believe everything in the world tore up, starting up. That's the way it goes, though.
Mhm.
Have a week shutdown, and that equipment don't like sitting still for a week.
You know, we opened our store and been busy.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. But hey, we're gonna make it.
Yep.
We're gonna
Our
make
grand opening is Saturday.
it. Yeah, that's right.
Got the governor coming.
I probably will not show up.
Will you not?
There'll be enough politicians there besides me.
Probably. Hey, you're Oak Grove though.
Yeah, but that don't look good. Oak Grove supporting Silsworth.
It don't?
Nah,
I
I'm
thought it
just
did
kidding.
look good
Nah,
supporting each other.
nah, they need to. I was kidding with that.
Oh, I know you were.
Hey, before we get off, because I know we're gonna try to keep this in short tonight, sister. All right, you're gonna have to go ahead and get calmed down.
What time did we say we were stopping?
Let's drop at 7
I'll go ahead and set an alarm.
because Chris Reinhardt's coming on at 7, and we don't want to.
Oh, was that his usual night?
Well, no, I thought he had done Tuesday nights. I don't know
Oh.
why he moved to Wednesday.
Oops.
It's
Oh, well.
okay. Hey, we just got we can't.
Yeah,
Keep
we,
up with
we gotta
everybody.
we just gotta pick a day.
Right.
And that's what we did. We picked a day. 'Cause
Spencer.
that works good for us. I'm off.
Right.
I'm supposed to be off
Right.
on Wednesdays.
All right.
Got us an alarm set.
All right, so Spencer has a question that's sent to me by text.
Oh wow, that's a lot of question.
Well, I mean,
Do you think it would be a mistake to go ahead and tap the trees now? I'd say
I don't see where it hurt anything.
I don't think it hurt anything.
I'd give it a try and see if it works.
I know in our area it doesn't work. Everything you read says wait till late February or March though. And it's because, that's when you start coming out of your freezes and the sap starts flowing again. But the way our weather's being this year, with us going down and up and down and up, that's going to be starting early basically. So yeah. Also, how do I turn leftover regular russets into potato slips? Oh, let them go until you get eyes on them. That's right. And then you can plant the whole potato or chop it into sections with an eye on each section. Let that they call it healing over, Heel. Let it kind of harden, get a scab basically on it, and then plant that section. I like to cut them into sections because each eye is going to produce a plant. And that's a lot of plant coming up out of one section. So you will get a lot of potatoes off of each plant. So you'll get a lot of potatoes that stay smaller because they don't have a lot of room to grow. I know you're at work. Hey, I see. Is that eyes on that potato already?
Yeah, he's got some eyes on
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you can go ahead and cut that up now or let them grow a little bit. That is a growable eye, though, right there. Once you can see that growth like that. And
When would he-
actually, this picture right here, that's all you need. Just that little bitty eye.
When would be the best time for to set that out?
For our area, it's February around Valentine's Day.
I don't know what zone he is.
Yeah, I don't neither.
Because he's right there at the Appalachians.
His zone's going to be different, but you can always ask your extension agent,
or he could just look it up.
or look in the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah,
because it gives a good date for that there too.
Which he could just type in his area
Yeah,
on the internet.
and what the best day to plant is.
Yeah.
Potatoes. As long as your ground's not frozen, they grow underground and the freeze shouldn't hurt them. The frost shouldn't hurt them, rather. But if your ground is frozen, you don't need to plant them until your ground is done being frozen. And you want the growth to start pretty much when your last frost date is. That way it's above ground. I do not heal my potatoes, meaning I don't put them in the ground and then keep covering them with dirt. I dig a big hole and put it at the bottom of the hole, and it takes a while to get it up above the dirt level there. So the downside is I don't have the instant gratification of seeing leaves, but it's less work.
Why don't you talk a minute about using the cattle feed containers? How you planted a few in it.
Oh yeah, that turned out good.
So if y'all can get your hands on the
If they had good moisture,
the black tubs
or red,
most of them are black now, I think.
Some of them are blue.
So if you got a buddy that's got a cattle farm or
the sweet
family,
feed tubs,
or if you could get your hands on several of them, you can take and drill you some holes in the bottom where water can drain out.
Yep, definitely put drainage holes. They don't have to be big holes.
And fill them up. And those are good ways to do if you don't have a good spot built out in your yard. Potatoes probably do better
in sun,
but also.
But let's go back to that tub real quick.
Okay.
So you drilled holes in it. You drilled them in the bottom, didn't you?
Right, but you can drill them on the side too.
Right. If you drill those holes in the bottom, you want to put something up under there to let that water drain out.
True.
Because otherwise it's going to get plugged by the ground. Right. So I would say if you're planting a root crop in there like potatoes, drill them this far from the bottom on the side. That way you don't have to worry about getting it up off the ground and the water drains out that way too. Because a root crop don't need that much moisture.
True.
So.
And
then fill it up with your favorite medium.
Also, you could take, just get you some 2x6s, make you a frame, fill it up with dirt.
We did concrete block.
Do it with concrete blocks. Yep. I would recommend the concrete blocks because
it ain't going nowhere.
And if you go ahead and set it right, you'll just have it there for years, and you'll just need to stir the soil and add to it every so often.
Yep. Improve it. So if you're planting potatoes in that bucket, this much soil in the bottom, put your eye right there on top of that, and then go ahead and fill that bucket on up. Same for the raised bed. Put it at the bottom and then fill it up. That way you have less work to do later.
Yeah. And there's all kind of ways that you can do it. It's just for a small, somebody that's don't have big fields or a big backyard, containers are probably the way to go.
Oh yeah.
But you just have to keep water on them because they do dry out quicker because they're above the ground. But you can help with that with if you got leaves on your property.
Compost.
Like we have here, we've got too many oak leaves on them.
We do.
We're not utilizing them right, but
not this year.
they can help, and plus they break down, and of course they help bring worms and other animals, other microorganisms to your soil that will help it. So if you got a lot of leaves on your place, utilize them. If you can't use them right now, pile them up somewhere. Just pile them. Go out there every now and then and stir them up, flip them, and you'll get, now, sister, go play with your rope. But that's, there's a lot of things on your property you can utilize, like leaves and grass clippings you got to be careful with.
Because you have a bed full of seed.
Yeah, you'll have a bed full of grass before you know it. So, I don't know what else. What else could you start planting here in about February?
More greens and stuff.
Cabbage.
Mm-hmm. All your greens, like
lettuce.
you can replant your collards and turnips and your lettuces. You could plant. Now, this is in our area. I do not know how to garden in Virginia or, those northern places that have more cold than we do. Yeah. But we would also plant like the English peas and stuff in February-ish. Mm-hmm. Have to protect them from the frost a little bit, but our area, we don't get a ton of frost, thankfully. But that one frost would be enough to kill it. Right. So
Sister's
February, March,
she
is. That's why it's keeping her busy. I got her a rope, guys. So February and March is where you would start planting those greens and the lettuces and all that stuff. If you wanted to plant something now, again, our area, we would be planting. I don't know who that is. We would be planting onion and garlic sets right now. Actually, we're kind of almost late on planting them because they should have been in the ground in November. But you could still get them in the ground and get the growing time in. Yeah.
Hey, like if you want a good lettuce, those containers work good for it. Me and Rebecca ate off a bunch of lettuce a couple of summer ago out of one of our raised beds, and she just go out there every day and cut some with the scissors because as long as you
leave the root,
root, they'll sprout out again. So you might have
root
fresh
one leaf.
And it wasn't iceberg lettuce. This was what was the name of it?
It was just a spring mix. It had all the different mucilin and all the different types of lettuces in there. I think it even had some butter crunch in it.
Yeah, it was a very good lettuce. Boy, it was a nice lettuce on sandwiches. And
leaf lettuces are awesome versus a head lettuce.
Yeah, it worked out real good.
I think it had some arugula in there even, which is a peppery taste.
We need to plant some more of that this year.
We do.
But
and carrots, you could be in February planting carrots.
Yeah.
Radishes is a quick crop. I mean, they are quick.
Right.
So.
Well, there's a way you can plant your stuff in the fall and eat on it till about January.
When the freeze happens.
And then you can flip it right around and start it off again.
In February
And eat on it till hot summertime gets here.
And for us, hot summertime is April, May.
Yeah, it gets already hot. So.
Yeah. It depends on the year. Some years it's April. Most years it's May.
So let's talk about, I know we harvested some rabbits this week. And
anybody that wants that video, let us know. We'll share it with you personally versus putting it onto our
because
channel.
it does show dispatching and cleaning. So
and it's not a real clean video, but it gives you an idea.
Yeah.
So
if you wanted to start raising rabbits for consumption, but I'll tell you one thing great about rabbits is the manure.
Cold compost.
I don't know how much manure you could get off of 4 or 5 rabbits, but probably a good bit.
A good little bit,
if you caught it right.
Yep.
I was going to say you need to watch her because she almost grabbed your hand.
She did. What you feel like you needed to come up and grab the rope at that end for?
You can tell you didn't play with her enough today.
No, it's because you're up.
Yeah.
He has nothing to do with me.
Crazy dog. Lord, it's like a youngin'.
Exactly like a youngin'. Here, your turn, Daddy.
What I believe they. Come over here. There we go. You get my hand, me and you gonna have problems. You hear me? You're not gonna like it. You're gonna think the world come to the end.
So yeah, we harvested rabbits. Now I think that we are going to put them in the refrigerator this time, and then I'm going to part them up and can them. What do you think, babe?
I think that'd be cool.
We're going to part them up and put them in the jars like we dry canned the chicken that time,
Right.
and then put them in the pressure canner. That way they're ready to go. And we may even put one in the crock pot and debone it for dinner and have barbecue. Because we still got some buns, don't we?
I just
Yeah,
fed it to
we
the
may
dogs.
need to get some.
Yeah.
May need to get some more. We'll see.
Also, we'll have for those who are local, and anybody that ever wants to come from far off, you're more than welcome to.
Probably Christian.
We're doing a live, Christian.
I already told him.
Okay. All
I
right.
told him not to talk,
Okay.
but he still said knock.
Well, come on in, Christian.
So yeah, our fire pit night will be Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be at 5:00, starting at 5. I know there's a little rainy weather showing for later that Saturday night. but
I'm
most
supposed to have
people will
cupcakes that day too.
most people will be home by then. So if you're in the area, we'll drop by. Come on by. We'll have coffee.
We do coffee and hot dogs and tea.
It's
Sometimes hot chocolate.
Yeah.
But you got to bring your own chair. And if you don't want tea to drink or coffee to drink, like you want sodas, you got to bring your own sodas because we don't drink sodas. And I hate being left with them.
And this is
Nobody
really
drinks them.
not about food. This is about people just coming together, talking about anything.
Yep.
And not about. It
It's
can be
about
about
creating
homesteading.
community.
It's about creating community. If you don't homestead, don't mean you can't come. If you don't fool with Bigfoot, don't mean you don't.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's for everybody. I mean, we have some of my kin people
Yep.
come, friends, neighbors. It's about just getting to know each other, and building a community where, if down the road, we can help each other, and just know who your neighbors are and who your people are.
Evening, Mr. Spencer.
So,
You'll have to catch the replay to find out the answer to your tater question.
well, I can text him back what but
Put your potatoes in the ground. They're ready.
well, just slice that eye off.
Yeah, that's what I do. I section it up. What is the phone doing?
My phone is a message coming through.
Oh, okay.
So,
I keep hearing it.
let's see. We got to go ahead and decide what nights we're going to do this live.
We said Wednesdays.
We did say Wednesdays. Well, we're going to need to start announcing it.
Mhm.
That way people know it.
Yeah, we were. I did not get the rabbit video, my homestead video posted Tuesday. I should have, but it really wasn't a good video when I was trying to edit it, and
Mhm.
it needs more stuff. So I didn't post it.
And if y'all don't want to raise rabbits, if you find somebody in your neighborhood or in your area that's raising rabbits, go talk to them about that manure.
Mm-hmm. You can get it from them. They need
a lot.
places to put it usually.
Yeah, if they're not using it, they'll usually let you have it, or they might sell it to you for a little small fee.
Yep.
Uh,
We sell ours for $10 a 5-gallon bucket.
is that how much?
It's gone up a little bit because the feed's gone up.
But
I still sell the rabbits for $15.
you know, if you got dog food sacks, especially those
It
ones,
was
that's-
8.
if you got the dog food sacks, not the wax paper ones, but the ones that's made out of the plastic, that's a lot of feeds coming in that now. If you can save those, boy, that's a good thing to put that stuff in, because then you can move it easy. That way, if you don't have a bunch of 5-gallon buckets, that'll work
Of
good.
course, every store sells in 5-gallon buckets.
Well, that is true. That is true. And you can plant them buckets, drill you some holes in them,
Exactly.
plant them in. You just got to keep it watered, and you got to keep it
Keeping rabbit manure wet is not hard.
Right. Yeah.
That's actually hard to dry out.
True.
So that's why you don't plant root crops in straight rabbit poop. Rabbit manure is not a hot manure. It is a cold manure. Pretty much the rabbits pee separately from the poop and they make those little balls, and there's no ammonia in their poop at all. So the rabbits, the goats, the sheeps do it too, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're cold manure
And
deer.
if you were to be able to have deer poop, all of those are excellent cold manures. So
Yeah, cow, horse, hog, chicken, you got to.
and you got to buy dog food anyway, so it's a free bag if it's plastic.
Right.
If it's not plastic, you can use it for underneath your mulch and stuff to suppress weeds.
Yeah, the paper bags.
That's what we do.
Right. Paper bags come in good for putting around trees or in your garden.
Chicken, cow, horse, you want to compost all of those.
Yeah. So if you got a big leaf pile,
mix them together.
Go down there and be dumping it and stirring it, and you'll be building you some
Well, and
compost.
the people that have chickens that are in houses, they have all the shavings and stuff with them.
Yeah, I used to go get
We
it.
don't have the shavings,
Ooh, it's rough.
because ours is open sides and all that
I
stuff.
ought to just tell this story real
Go
quick.
for it.
Years ago, a guy I used to work with had a big chicken house out on the east side of Silicaca. In fact, he had booger activity too there at his place. I wonder why. But they had the company that at the time he was using, which was probably Tyson, had come picked up the chickens. Well, when they pick up chickens, they got to go in and clean all that out and put new stuff down for the new batch of chickens coming. So I had some land that was old red clay that just was not growing anything much on it. I tried to plant grass, tried to do things. So I went over there. He told me, he said, well, won't you just come get your load, a couple of loads of it, throw on that bare ground. He said, you'll have grass by next year, which I knew he was right. So I went over there, and it was hot summertime, about July. Of course, I backed the trailer up to the door of the chicken house, and he went in with the tractor to, start scooping me. And we filled up a trailer load, and I'm gonna tell you, just it's rough. I mean, knock you down, take your breath. Well, I left his house, and I had to come through the edge of Silicaca to get toward where I live. But I was trying to stay on the outskirts as much as I could. I didn't want to go right through downtown, middle of downtown, with that load of manure on there. And
I can't imagine why not.
Yeah. Well, I come down this road by where the old Avondale cotton mills was. At the time, they were still running. And there was a guy walking down the road, and I was coming up to a stop sign, and he was almost at the stop sign when I got there. So it's like I pull up, and it was funny at the time because I could see him through my mirrors what was going on. The smell, caught up with the truck. And this dude, I tell you, it's like he hit a block wall. You can see him just stop, and he turns, looks at my truck, and you can see him start heaving like he's getting ready to throw up. And he takes off running. There's a church parking lot right next to the mill, and he runs out into that church parking lot, getting away from my truck. Of course, I took on off, and you'd had to be in there to see it, the expression on his face when the smell caught up with him. I guess my truck, done come to stop, then that smell hit him. It's just like he walked into a wall, and just looking over at him, I got tickled, but. Anyway, I brought that stuff home and spread it out on them bare spots. And the next year, I had some of the prettiest Bermuda grass I have ever seen. And come to find out, I don't know why, but they say chicken manure, it and Bermuda grass love each other. So if you got a bare spot yard and you want some grass growing, you'll throw you some chicken manure on it, and by next year you'll probably have Bermuda grass jump up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Bermuda grass is in the seed that they feeding the chicken feed,
Shouldn't be,
or just Bermuda likes that high nitrogen.
probably.
But I had some of the prettiest Bermuda, and when I was bush hogging, it did about near choke down the bush hog. It was so thick. Them cows really enjoyed it when I let the cows in on it. But it'll make stuff grow, but you gotta be careful with it.
Because it'll burn stuff.
It will burn stuff. What else we got to talk about, man? I knew we said tonight we was gonna do kind of a short one.
Yeah.
What's some of our goals this year?
Ooh, goals this year.
Let's talk about a couple of goals.
Decreasing the rabbit herd, replacing the chicken herd.
Yeah.
Getting the fencing up, getting a cow.
Yeah.
Maybe pigs.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
do want to get a pig pen built. But we're gonna probably try to stay with those Cooney Coons or
The small ones, yeah.
or the Idaho pasture pig. Now they might not last here. Boogers might decide they like them better than we
We'll
do
see.
because they do like hogs.
Mm-hmm.
There's different ways you can build a little hog pen. You can take and buy those cattle panels. They're they were about $21 a piece. Now they're probably higher.
I know the ones at Tractor Supply are like $39.
What?
Yeah,
For real?
for real. That's Tractor Supply.
Mm.
That's why I say I can't say this out loud, but that's why I say the places around town aren't going to lose their business.
Next time I go to get feed from India's, I'll
Check price.
ask her because those cattle panels.
Hey, you made it, Flat Rock.
Those cattle panels come in handy for a lot of things.
Oh, Spencer. I know you did not just say I need to advertise on Facebook.
Oh man!
Just
You know she got her Facebook permanently disabled. Well,
it's a sore spot right now.
yeah, she's ill
Still.
about that. Still having DTs from that. Okay.
It's not so much DTs as it affects everything. I mean, seriously, apps require you to log in with Facebook or Google now. And I logged in with Facebook so they wouldn't have all my Google information.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm having to redo so much stuff. It's just not even funny. And of course, the loss of my market. I know you couldn't help it. Neither could anybody else.
Yeah,
I still get people asking me, they did away with your Facebook account. Don't you still have Messenger?
No, they kind of go together.
Yeah, no.
I got you the audio, Flat Rock. That was good.
Awesome, Flat Rock. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good.
And Mark should have shared it. I don't know why he didn't.
Share what?
On your Facebook, because you have the Facebook too.
Share what?
The YouTube.
Oh, well, I've been trying to separate the Bigfoot some from the Facebook, but I guess
You could share it to Cedar Creek Bottoms.
because I don't want to get into arguments with every kinfolk
You could share it to Alabama Paranormal.
Well, yeah, I can do that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because I know how some of my kinfolks that still don't believe. And
Well, this isn't all about Bigfoot, so.
well, I know, but
Why
I don't feel
can't
like-
you just make a new? Oh Lord, Spencer.
you hitting hard.
So here we go.
Well, yeah. Go ahead and tell
I
it.
have made new accounts. I've made 4 of them. I have burnt through 4 new emails on 3 different devices, and they realize it's me and shut those down too. It even gives me a message saying, "Oh, we see you trying to create a new profile to circumvent our ruling on your original profile. Disabled." Yeah, I've tried. I've tried.
It was rough around here for a week. I'm gonna tell you. I see how, and I'm not making fun of her, so don't take this wrong. But I can see where we depend
it's
on
how they
that
got us,
technology too much.
And I'm on MeWe and Parlor and Freesteading and Signal and Truth, and I can't even think of all the names of all the different ones that I'm on. But then that's a post on every single one of them that I have to make instead of just one post to Facebook. So they are definitely hating on Becca. They are punishing Becca instead of the hackers. So
Yeah,
So, yeah.
It's
I found a way to get back on Facebook. I got to pay $350 for
Oh,
them to
yeah.
hack Facebook
Yeah,
to get me
I think
back
that
on.
was a scam. I think
So,
that was a
yeah.
scam.
Yeah.
Just the way he was acting,
Oh yeah, that's why I backed all the way out of it.
a legitimate business person that does stuff like it would have done a little different than what he was acting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and like I said, the way they do it is they actually go in and hack Facebook and backdate
I just need to
everything
bring
to where
one
it
of them
doesn't
boys
look
from
like I
work
ever
down
got
here.
disabled.
I just need to bring one of them boys from work down here, I
You
guess.
just need to give him my information and tell him, here, go.
Yeah, them boys from work. I think they could hack into anything they wanted to.
Yeah, probably.
They are computer savvy.
But yeah, that's what they actually would do is they would go into Facebook, hack in, backdate the account where it was technically never disabled to start with for $350.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't y'all the ones saying about don't? Yes, we're the ones that said that.
Said what?
And we're the ones that put all our eggs in one basket.
That's
Excuse
what.
me,
That's
me.
yeah.
I'm the one. I'm the one that
Yeah.
They put all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
MB Heritage Farms. Hey y'all. Hey. How you doing tonight? So yeah, I did that. I put all the farm's eggs in one basket for marketing. I did. Facebook is just the easy route. It was. Guys, I didn't even get people's contact information because we used Facebook Messenger. So yeah, I've been at Tractor Supply at work handing out business cards to people so that I could know how to get in touch with them later. Yeah.
We really need to.
Ohio get his Facebook hacked the other day. Did he get to keep his Facebook though, or did it get disabled? Because I got hacked. They posted crap, and that's what got me banned. Is what they posted.
And then when she tried to create new profiles, it just kept kicking it out. AI was it wasn't a person, it was AI kept doing it. They got their stuff set up to look for keywords, just like YouTube, all your other social media stuff has stuff looking for keywords to kick you out on.
Yep.
I've heard people getting kicked out over something, silly stuff. But
see, everybody, when I say this, they all think I got put in Facebook jail.
No, you get
I got banned.
You got banned. It said
I have never been in Facebook jail.
Yeah. We do really need to really dig deep into that freesteading. I've been meaning to really dig down into it and see how.
There's not enough people on it though. That's the problem. It's like all the other ones. That's why I'm on MeWe, Parlor, Signal, Freesteading, Nextdoor, all of them. Unfortunately, Facebook has 90% of the market, and then each one of those have 1% to equal the 10%. So you got to be on all of them to get even 10% of a market,
Right.
which is 1,000 times more work than I really want to do.
Yeah.
Facebook had the market on that.
Well, it is one of your first real social medias too.
Well, then nobody will leave Facebook either because of what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is.
Several people have tried to leave, but not enough people leave to get off of Facebook.
True. Something else. So how's y'all's week been? Everybody been doing okay with all the storms that came through? If you're in the South yesterday and last night, boy, we got some water. Yeah, Spencer, go back when you get a chance. Go back to the first part of the live, and we explained about
Hey, Spencer,
the potatoes
what
and
got posted was bad.
yeah, it was pouring.
So it was severely against community standards enough that your Facebook got permanently disabled over it. It wasn't just a word.
I have seen it pop up before in my Facebook, like on the what's the little reels.
Yeah.
And
the stories.
Of course, when I seen it, I went on by it. I didn't tap it or nothing, and then it disappeared. So, and I've seen people have stuff on their pages and not get disabled. So I don't know. It's just weird. It might be because you're conservative or something.
That's it. Don't be, you know.
It's hard to say. But what I was saying, Spencer, go back to the first part and look about the maple tree tapping and the potatoes. We kind of talked about that a minute. Of course, you can still call me, if you have questions or text me. I just, when you sent that, I just thought, well, that'd be good for the live tonight. It'd be good something to talk about a minute. So you gave me an idea.
It got us started.
He got us started.
But there again, it's like we said at the start of the video, we know our area more than we know your area. So
yeah, everybody should just go to the internet and type in what growing zone you live in.
When those frost dates are.
Yeah. And it'll tell
And an
you.
almanac. Get you a farmer's almanac.
Yeah.
If you can learn how to read it.
Yeah. But it's good to know what grow zone you're in anyway.
Yep.
Knowing Spencer, he's probably going to be similar to us because he's not far from the coast either.
Yeah, but he is up further north.
Yeah, but
I'm betting he's 6B.
If you look at the
Curves.
way it curves and goes
But I'm
up,
betting he's 6B.
because part of South Carolina, North Carolina is just like we are in places.
They're 7. I'm betting he's 6B. Where's he at?
He's Virginia.
Yeah, I'm betting he's 6B.
Now Flat Rock's going to be in 8 because he's down south of Alabama.
You know what? Let me just get my phone here. USDA growing zones.
Spencer, I don't know if y'all have a lot of sycamores or not, but you can tap sycamores too. I don't know what kind. You can tap the hickories, which I know you told me you didn't have many hickories.
So he is either 6 or 7. See,
Yeah.
depends on what part of Virginia he's in.
Well, he's more in the southwestern part.
The southwestern is that 6 area. I bet he's 6B. Yeah. Oh, he says he's 7, so he may be 7A.
Okay, so he's pretty much around us. So he can.
No, we're 8.
Well, it kind of bounces back and forth.
See, look here, we're solid 8 on this one.
So we're 8 on that one, but you go to another and it shows
different.
There's where they can't even make up their mind.
Yeah, and that's what I say. We're either 7B or 8A. We are close to Florida's growing area.
We don't get that though. I'm telling you that.
No,
now.
we do not. We get that cold snap that they don't get.
But
our cold don't stay.
Because right below us, Chilton County, where they grow all the peaches,
Mount,
they're
Virginia.
They're
Don't know about.
Huh?
Tapping sycamore. I'm reading. Tapping sycamore.
Yeah. If you got a lot of sycamores, you can tap in. Now I don't know what kind of syrup they made, but that guy, me and her went to a class a couple of years ago.
It's not as sweet, is what I heard. Is what I think I remember.
I remember we went to the class, and this guy was from Kentucky.
Somewhere like that.
And he went through all the trees that you could tap that would make a decent syrup. Sweet gum, sycamore.
Walnut?
I think he said walnut. I think probably any walnut, probably a nut tree besides, I don't know if I'd want to do no oaks, but it'd probably be bitter. But I think he mentioned pecan. I don't know about chestnut.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
But you could go online and look at it.
I know the sycamore and the sweet gum, and I want to say the walnut kind of stuck with me. But of course, the hickory.
Yeah.
The hickory stuck with me really good.
Yeah, that hickory.
That shagbark hickory.
Boy, you talking about
it's not about tapping the hickory. It's about the bark.
Yeah, you have to cook that bark. Or
you roast the bark in the oven first, and then you make a tea from the bark. And that gives the syrup. Black gum. I don't know about black gum. That's in the same family as sweet gum, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I used to chew on black gum. It didn't taste bad because I've cut me a limb, chew on it sometimes when I was out. Used to be a lot of black gum around here. There ain't many around here like it used to be.
I know that you're probably asking the wrong people about tapping because we don't have the temperatures to tap.
Yeah, our temperatures vary so much. It's up and down,
and we very rarely. If we'd have had taps in after that freeze, we could have got a little bit of syrup, but it probably wouldn't have made nothing.
I'd go ahead and give it a try and see what. I mean, you ain't gonna lose nothing, but a little time. I'd go ahead and we're up there where he's at.
We bought tapping supplies and everything. We were so excited. But our area doesn't get the cold temperatures that it needs to
There
do
was
a really good sap
big,
flow.
huge sycamore over at my mother's on the branch. So I knew that thing's gonna be sucking up some water.
Mhm.
And we tapped that tree and we didn't hardly get nothing out of it. But now, you know,
Again, it's about the low and then coming out of it.
but I'd give it a try. I don't see where you're always gonna do is lose a little time and effort. And if it don't work, then wait till,
That's the key. It's got to be below freezing and then above it during the day. And for the most part, we don't have the good below freezing.
yeah, we could probably tap last week. Like I said,
Last week would have been good.
So, oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've been below freezing since Christmas.
Oh yeah. While I'm thinking about it, noticed my deer quit coming to my feeder here at the house. So I was thinking in my brain, our visitors done showed back up, but I went down there and checked my feeder, and it was still 3/4 full of corn, and my batteries were dead. But last week when I filled that feeder up, and batteries were half full, so something drained them completely dead, and around a week. Of course, it ain't been. Our last cold temps was last Tuesday.
Mhm.
It's been, of course, we got back up in the 80s. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hot here.
Even on the days we do dip below freezing, it's usually about 5 o'clock that it hits that freezing temperature, 5 a.m., and then it's above freezing.
And I made sure the feeder wasn't locked up. It turned easy.
Yeah.
So there we go, Spencer. So
he's back. He done drained the battery.
So I need to put the big battery back out too. So, something. What else? There was something we was talking about earlier this week.
I've talked about something other than work.
Yeah, she's talked a lot about work here lately.
I've lived at work lately.
I try to forget that place. I try to forget my place when I leave there if I can. But it's been a rough week. Whew. Last night, I think I got to eat my lunch. That was it. I ain't been that busy in a while at work. Usually I have a little sit-down time. I didn't have no sit-down time last night. Then robots did not like to start up. And everything else with it. Sealer systems. Man.
Yeah.
Any questions y'all got tonight? I'm going to ask this question. Rebecca probably ain't going to like it, what I'm fixing to ask.
What's that?
When would y'all think would be a good time for a live for us?
Well, I thought we already decided that.
Well, we did, but I was going to ask their opinion on it.
They've already given that opinion.
I guess I didn't read that.
They have said, just pick a day. We'll watch.
Oh, okay. All right.
I haven't heard anything here, but maybe whistling since before the freeze. Never got anything during rainstorms.
Who was that?
Flat Rock.
Okay. I've got to still check with my buddy that was feeding cows the other day. He has not called me. I don't know if he's got something going on. I need to, in fact, when we get off this live, I may try to call him real quick. And because while that's still fresh, maybe he ain't sick. I know he is having to do some work somewhere else too, so he may have got tied up. But
Spencer, you really got to come see our Tractor Supply. Keep going.
Yeah, it is a nice Tractor Supply. I had to say it's almost big as a Rural King.
It's nice.
If y'all familiar with Rural Kings, we got a couple of them here in Alabama. One up around where Coombo lives, which Coombo was working for one. I guess he still is.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one down in Dothan, which ain't far from you, Flat Rock. Those are nice tractor place or farming stores too. They have lots. What I liked about the Rural King is they have guns and ammo, which is pretty cool. And fishing.
And we don't have fishing.
Yeah, I don't know why Tractor Supply ain't coming.
We have a tiny bit of hunting, except during hunting season.
Yeah, I don't know why they ain't jumping on that. But.
And we don't have the live animals like Rural King does either. We get chick days, but I mean, we don't do the rabbits and stuff. So
because our Walmart here in Sylacauga, I don't know who the guy is that runs the sporting good department, but he just does not order nothing. And we don't. Well, we do have one sporting goods store that has opened back up here. We used to have a bunch of them when I was in my 20s and
Oh yeah, the
30s.
Correa or whatever it is.
Yeah, up in Chilsburg. Now he doesn't carry a lot of hunting clothes. He's more the guns and
Mhm.
fishing rods and stuff. But I don't know why the guy that's running the Silicaca Walmart ain't jumping on that, because there's too many hunters here for that not to be happening. So
Black Rock is 30 minutes from Tractor Supply in Andalusia.
there's a Rural King in Dothan. If you ever done Dothan, Flat Rock, go by and check it out. It's they got a little bit of everything. It's a big old store. I call
Opelika's
it the
fixing to
Walmart
change
of the
to
farm
ours.
stores.
Opelika's fixing to update their store to our type of store.
Or could-
They won't be as big, but they're gonna add a
Good.
garden center and all.
If y'all don't know where Opelika is, it's right on the Alabama-Georgia line where the city of Auburn is, Auburn University. So it's kind of south central Alabama, southeast central Alabama. You can be in Georgia in about 20 minutes from Opelika. It's down toward Columbus, Georgia area, which is not far from here, 60 miles. Opelika can be there in an hour. So it's down that 280 corridor that we live off of. So one of the major highways going from Birmingham into Georgia. In fact, goes all the way to Savannah, Georgia.
Nice. So does 20.
20
No,
goes
20
to
goes to Augusta.
Augusta. Yeah. So what time is it? Trying to keep.
It's that time.
Is it right at 7?
1 minute.
Okay. Well, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and probably close out tonight. I know this was a short one. We didn't really get into a lot of topics, a few topics, but I know Chris Reinhardt with Discover Sasquatch his live's fixing to come up here in just a minute. And I don't really want to get on top of somebody else that I know that is. I mean, you can't help the lives. Probably there's no time to really pick a good time,
There's
but
not.
I don't really want to get on friends' times with their shows and stuff.
We need to get on here earlier, probably.
I'm gonna say if we're gonna do a live on Wednesday, we need to probably. And I don't know why Chris. He usually does Tuesday nights. He may have changed to Wednesday nights.
And it may just be this night.
It could be. He was doing Tuesdays.
Something may have come up and he couldn't do it yesterday, so he did it today.
I don't know. He usually does Tuesdays. Which he's doing that radio show too now. I think it's on Thursday or Fridays, but I can't remember that. So,
Yeah.
and if any of y'all be thinking about it, I'm probably going to hit one or two of you up to
be on the
live to watch for the trolls and stuff. I was going to let the live get going good, maybe where more people's involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I may hit one or two of you up to start helping out if it's where you can. I know a lot of people pick 7, 8 of them. That way people can't, other people can.
Yeah.
That way.
Need to put Ella on it.
Yeah, Ella.
Pat on it.
Yeah, if she's able to, and may even
She
hit
can't be the
Spencer.
go between Spencer and Joe, though. She said.
Huh?
She can't handle both Spencer and Joe.
She can't handle. Oh me. Y'all two are gonna have to meet. You, Joe and Spencer, are gonna have to meet sometime or another. So, well,
That's it.
I can't think of anything else. I know this was a short one and kind of another one that.
Hey, y'all, take care. Good show. I'll advertise show. Thank you. We appreciate any advertising.
Yeah.
If you'll message me a day before you're live, well,
Who was that?
that was Flat Rock.
Oh yeah, well, I'll try to.
It was a last minute decision. We're supposed to be doing Wednesdays, and Mark said, "Oh, are we doing Wednesdays?" So
We kept jumping back and forth between Monday and Wednesday, and her off days are supposed to be Tuesday and Wednesdays. So she does her video for the homestead on Tuesdays,
but we're gonna move it to Monday.
Are you gonna move it Monday? Okay.
If we do live on Wednesday, that way they have a space in between them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start trying to little live. I don't guess they would care on the Beast page with the Spencer if I put that on there. And I know Jonathan wouldn't care on Alabama Paranormal, Bigfoot, but I'll start, and Chris probably wouldn't care on his either. I don't know if we need us a little.
Is Blue Eyed Northern on here now? You and Joe come to Virginia. I'll host you for a bit.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna
Hadn't seen
come. I'm
Blue Eyed
gonna
Northern
come to
on there
Virginia.
yet.
I need to come
That's
see
to
you.
Blue Eyed Northern.
Ah.
That's to Blue Eyed Northern.
Oh, is it?
Although I'm sure he means the same for you too. But
Well, I want to go over to where McKinn people come from in Culpeper and Gooch County. Ain't that a name, Gooch? But that's where my people originally, when they came to the United States.
he's gonna mention it on his and Beast.
And but so what time we're going to start doing it on? That way we know.
That's up to you. You're the one that has to sleep during the day, not me.
Let's shoot for 6 o'clock. Cause we probably need to keep our lives around an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So let's shoot for 6 o'clock on Wednesday nights. And we have to do, if something comes up, we can't do one. We just have to go out and say we're not going to do one this week, or we're going to do it at a different time because of something. But we'll say Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. That way we're not interfering with, hopefully, Chris Reinhardt. I know, Beast TV does their stuff on
6 is
Thursdays.
good.
And Chris, like I said, was Tuesday night. So,
Flat Rock's talking to Spencer.
oh, okay.
I was reading.
But y'all, we're going to get off here. So go ahead and do your thing.
Oh, what thing?
Like,
You don't wanna do
subscribe.
yours?
No, you go ahead.
I do it easy, huh?
Yeah.
I got it.
Go ahead.
All right. So y'all make sure you like our videos, leave us a comment. We love to talk, of course. Can y'all tell? Make sure you share our videos, get some extra eyes on here. Make sure you subscribe. Always subscribe and hit that notification bell because we do homestead videos hopefully on Monday and live on Wednesdays at 6. And Friday is fireside chats. So y'all stay tuned.
And every now and then we'll do a live fireside chat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what days I'll pop that up on.
If we can get it out in the woods one day.
Might do that on a Saturday or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that might be one that's
Mhm.
just spontaneous
Oh, yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Or you do it Friday at fireside time.
If I don't do a video,
Mm-hmm.
well, I may have to.
You just go take it up, set
Well,
it up in the
I've got to
backyard,
get-
and put that on live out there.
I mean, I've got Keith and Marsha that's lined up. I just
Mm-hmm.
got to get with them,
And we can put them
And-
on the StreamYard and get it done.
and I need to call Adam back because I don't think he's moved yet. And there's some other people I need to.
Bye, Christian.
Oh, one other thing, real quick.
Bye.
There's a guy on Encrypted Connections last night. Can't remember his name. He's a Miller from down in Florida. Pat may know him. Pat Rance may know him. He said when he had his first encounter, he felt vibrations happening, and also he said the air felt like electricity in it, like static electricity.
Donnie Miller.
Yeah, that was it, Donnie Miller.
That's what Flat Rock said.
Yeah, Donnie Miller. And Janelle asked that question last night. Had he ever noticed vibration in his encounters? And he said yes. So what the vibration is, so that just every time I keep hearing it, I keep hearing somebody say yes. So there's something to it. Anyway, we'll get off here. And hope y'all enjoyed it tonight. And I hope Spencer, we answered that question for you, but I'd give it a try. I mean, all you're gonna do is lose a little time and effort if it don't work. I mean, and you might walk down there with that much in a jug. You don't never know. So
Hi, Rob.
Give it a try.
Yep.
And on potatoes, yeah, in my eyes, just cut them off. Stick them in the ground. Probably this. Do you need to put something around them? You think?
For what?
Cool weather,
What do you mean?
like some pine straw or something, just to help keep the ground a little warm. maybe.
In
I mean,
our
I'm just-
area, no.
just
And it
something to think
depends
about.
on the method you're planting too.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I mean, for me, I do a deep method. I don't heal. I do a deep hole, plant it in it.
All right, y'all. This is Mark and Rebecca from Cedar Creek Bottoms Farmstead Live with another live. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a good rest of the week, and hopefully I'll see you Friday with a fireside chat, and we'll go from there. Y'all have a good week. Bye bye.
Bye, y'all. I should have had that already pushed.